Hello, guys, and welcome to another review. Now, before I get started, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching this channel. I'm a little rusty, so bear with me. I'm doing a review for the Manchester United versus Aston Villa game, which ended Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 1. And yeah, let me start off with just saying, yeah, it was a huge disappointment. I mean, obviously, you expect better from Manchester United, I will say that there's a couple of issues I want to discuss with regards to player power within the club, which I think is haunting the club now quite a lot. And I see a lot of fans pandering to this as well, where they want to blame certain players and take the blame away from other players because they're the stars of the show. But I think that's unfair. And I think it's also problematic for the club in the long term. And, I don't think it's going to instill the right kind of mentality going forward. And we're seeing this now manifest in real time because you're seeing players who are so-called stars at the club feeling like they don't have to even try anymore because they're stars and they're above reproach. Players like Fernandes, Pogba, and now you've got Ronaldo. And this isn't to have a go at any of these players because, to be honest with you, I love these players. But what I've seen when it comes to the fans is a lot of bias when it comes to their performances. Everyone wants to have a go at Fred and McTominay, the usual suspects to pick on. It's like at school where you had those kids that always get picked on because they were easy targets, and whenever something went wrong or someone was frustrated, they just go and have a go at those two because, those are the ones that you have a go at when things aren't going your way or you feel a bit frustrated. That's what it is with them. It's like it's constant. Oh, it's the Fred and McTominay. Fernandes missed a penalty. No one cares. Everyone's just going to talk about Fred and McTominay. It's their fault. Fernandes missed a penalty. And no one cares. It's crazy. This is the culture now that's at Manchester United. And I feel that in Fergie's time, this would never have ran. Like when you think about Fergie and how ruthless he was, even with the best of his players. Remember Andre Kanchelskis? He was a star. He was amazing. He was so fast. He was unplayable at times, Kanchelskis at Manchester United. Unplayable. Now, one incident from him and he had to pack his bags and leave. There was no player power. All of a sudden now at Manchester United, you've got all this player power. Players like Pogba, who are literally taking the piss sometimes. No wonder he doesn't care with his performances. He'll just blame it on the manager or blame it on his players not being good enough. He's probably blaming Fred and McTominay as we speak right now. But really, for a player of his standard, he should put in a better performance. But no one's going to pull him up on that because that's not the popular opinion. Well, this channel doesn't go with the popular opinion. So if you're of that type, you're that way inclined, you can unsubscribe and click off now because I don't mind. Yeah. But I don't mind different opinions. Obviously, if you've got an opinion, you want to share it in the comments, please do so. But I have to comment on what I feel, and I just feel that, players are being exempt from blame when it comes to Manchester United performances. And if you watch these YouTube channels, these football fan channels, they are also biased with their own favourite players. And we've seen this happen over the years, time and time again. Certain players get the blame because they're not stars or they're not world-class players. Meanwhile, we're getting our asses served by players who are nowhere near world class. That's the irony. You know, we need these world-class players to beat non-world-class players. Figure that one out. You know, but you know, it's just ridiculous. Second point is that obviously Solskjaer is being found out a bit, because obviously he doesn't know how to win big games, and he doesn't know how to win consistently. I know we saw that burst of a winning run when he first took over, but that to me was the only time we've ever seen that from Solskjaer. And that, mind you, was with players that he then got rid of. Players like Lukaku, who fans hated, but now he's one of the best strikers going. You know, fans have these favourites, and it's like there's no sort of honest analysis. You know, it's like this fantasy football idea that fans have, and we've got to get real with ourselves. You know, we're a football club that needs to rebuild, but we need to rebuild with the right mentality. We have to have the mentality that we had of old. You know, where you had to work hard. You didn't just stroll in and, oh, we're superstars, Varane, Ronaldo. So teams are just going to oh yeah, okay, here's your 3 points. We won't even try. It's ridiculous. It doesn't work like that. You know, you've got to work hard. United had world-class players in the past, but they used to work damn hard. I don't see that with these United players. They think that it's all God-given, that it's just, oh, I'm Fernandes. No one can say anything to me. I just tell everyone else what to do. No. When I watched that West Ham game, the one from earlier in the week, I thought Fernandes was awful. When he came on that pitch, he wasted so many balls. And no one will ever pull him up on that. And I think that's, when you have that kind of thing going on, you can't have a winning team, because people can't be honest with each other, and not everyone is accountable on the same level. So instantly, you don't have a team spirit. People are not united like they should be in a football team, because everyone's at different levels. There's different consequences for different players. So no, you can't have a team spirit. So these are the things that are bothering me. So obviously you can have bad performances. But when this is happening too often, eventually you've got to ask questions of the manager, and you've got to ask questions, is he good enough? You know, and that's the question that we're all asking. In my opinion, no. Because he's shown too many times that he can't win consistently, and our performances are not dominating performances. I felt that Mourinho was the right guy, but the club chose to back Pogba instead of back Mourinho, and that's why we're in the situation we're in. Because again, player power rules at Manchester United. You know, Mourinho would have won the title by now. I know. If he had had this kind of investment that Solskjaer's had, he would have won the title. And I know it's not what everyone wants to hear. Mourinho, toxic. Okay, but he's not Mr. Nice Guy, but he wins trophies. And at the end of the day, you fans are going to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, even though he's a nice guy and not toxic, because he's not winning trophies. So at the end of the day, what do you want? Trophies? Or do you want a little bit of la-la land and then sack the manager at the end? You know, because at the end of the day, that's what Jose is about. He will shake things up if things aren't right. He called Luke Shaw out because Luke Shaw wasn't good enough. He's got a bit of form now, but he hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't won anything yet, you know? And now we're seeing a dip in form from him. And I like Luke Shaw. I like these players. But some of them need a good reality check, because I think some of them think that they're bigger than the club, and they think they're big superstars. and the fans don't help because they feed into that idea. You know, we can't have Ronaldo running Manchester United. We need a manager to run United. But let me know what you think in the comments. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a like on the video if you like my review. I know it's not with the popular opinion you hear on all the fan channels, but that's why we do things different here. And I hope you appreciate it. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.